Good morning, everyone. First of all, in last class, I provide a PDF file on the quadratic equation exercise number 1.2. First, solve those equations and find the value of x and submit all your classworks. Take a picture and send me in those apps like Google Classroom. This is very important. Practice more and more sums. Today we're gonna start with this exercise number 18.2, sum number C, fill in the blanks type questions. The question is, the line segment parallel to any side of a triangle divides other two sides or the extended two sides is, and the sum number 2 is, if the bases of two triangles are situated on a same line and the other vertex of the two triangles are common, then the ratio of the areas of two triangles are equal to equal r dash to the ratio of their bases. The straight line, and the third question, the straight line parallel to the parallel sides of a trapezium divides dash other two sides. Now the first question is, the line segment parallel to any side of a triangle divides other two sides or the extended two sides. Now in this question, in this chapter 18, first of all we discuss with Thales theorem, and in Thales theorem we discuss if the two angles of any triangle are equal to another two angles of another triangle, therefore the sides are in the ratio. Now first of all, this answer should be, the line segment parallel to any side of a triangle divides other two sides or the extended two sides is proportional. This is very important short question. This is proportional. And the next one, if the bases of the two triangles are situated on a same line and the other vertex of the two triangles are common, then the ratio of the areas, the ratio of the areas are always equal. So therefore the fill in the blanks should be, we have to write equal to the ratio of their bases. And the third one is, the straight line parallel to the parallel sides of a trapezium divides proportional other two sides. These three short questions are very important. The next sum is, in the adjoining figure, if in ABC AD by DB equal to AE by EC and ADE equal to ACB, then let us write the type of the triangle according to the sides. First of all, we have to draw the diagram. The diagram is like this one. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and this is E. Now in triangle ABC, AD by DB is given equal to AE by EC. This is given. Now you see, this is the formation of Thales theorem. Formation of Thales theorem. If this is a false formation of Thales theorem, therefore we can say that triangle ADE similar to triangle ABC. These two triangles ADE and triangle ABC are similar, therefore we can say that AD by DB equal to AE by EC. So if these two triangles are similar, therefore we can say that these two angles are equal. Angle ADE equal to angle ABC, and these two angle AED equal to angle ACB Why? Because we know these two triangles are similar. That's why DE parallel to BC. That's why AB is transversal in the first case and AC is the transversal in the second case. Therefore, these two angles are equal in this pair and this pair, because of these two angles are corresponding angles. Now here we know that angle ADE equal to angle ACB is given. It means this angle is equal to this angle. So therefore we can say that angle ADE equal to angle ABC equal to angle ACB equal to angle AED. All the four angles are equal to each other. Therefore we can say that angle ABC equal to angle ACB. These two angles are equal, these two angles. So if these two angles are equal, therefore we can say that triangle ABC is a isosceles triangle. So here the answer is, what kind of triangle is triangle ABC? Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now the next sum will be sum number 2, 12 part 2. This is the figure. In the adjoining figure, if DE parallel to BC and AD is to BD equal to 3:5, then let us write area of triangle ADE is to area of triangle CDE. This is the diagram. So first of all we have to draw the diagram. So this is the diagram. A, D, E, B and C. Join D and C, and these two are parallel line. Now it's first of all DE parallel to BC. DE parallel to BC, therefore angle D equal to angle B, and these two angles are equal and these two angles are also equal. Angle E equal to angle C as corresponding angles. They are corresponding angles. They are corresponding angles. DE parallel to BC, AB is the transversal, therefore these two are corresponding angles. DE parallel to BC, AC is the transversal, therefore angle E and angle C are corresponding to each other. That's why here we write that angle D equal to angle B, angle E equal to angle C. So therefore in triangle ADE similar to triangle ABC, we show that two pair of angles are equal to each other. That's why these two angles are similar. So therefore by Thales theorem we can say that AD by DB or BD equal to AE by EC. Now we know that AD is to BD equal to 3:5. So therefore we can say that AD by DB equal to AE by EC equal to 3/5. Now if this diagram should be like this one, this is C, this is B, this is A, this is D, this is E. Now we have to draw a perpendicular DX. So dx perpendicular to AC. So therefore dx is the height of triangle ADC. Triangle ADC height is dx. So therefore we can say that area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CDE. Now we know that area is here half into base into height. ADE means half into base means AE into height. Here height is the dx, as dx are not in the triangle ADE, but still from D the smallest distance between AC is dx, so therefore dx is the height of triangle ADC, triangle ADE and triangle DEC also. So therefore we can say that half into base into height means here dx. Now area of triangle CDE means half into base, half, here base is equal to EC and height is the same dx. So therefore here we can eliminate half and dx, so AE by EC is remaining. We know that AE by EC equal to is 3 by 5, so therefore this is 3 by 5. So therefore required ratio is 3:5.